Today I'm going to be sharing with you a what I ate in a day video featuring a couple of recipes using my favorite protein powder, earthchimp. So stick around. Hi, Debbie Chu here from Chew on Vegan. Welcome back to my kitchen. If you're new here, I'm a plant-based RN and I follow a whole food plant-based diet. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video, which is every Tuesday and Saturday. And be sure to follow me on Instagram for more plant-based content. This is a very special video. I have teamed up with earthchimp. They contacted me and asked me if I wanted to collaborate with them, and I was a yes from the first second because I love earthchimp. It's a product that I really believe in, and I've been using it for quite a while. So when they asked me, of course I said yes. There's so many benefits to this protein powder. It has such clean ingredients. There's over 1 billion probiotics in there. It doesn't taste gritty. I've used protein powders in the past that have been just really gritty and not smooth in texture and really hard to choke down. But earthchimp is really smooth, it blends up beautifully, and it's a perfect breakfast replacement. You can add it to recipes. They have chocolate, vanilla, they also have unflavored, and they have a new flavor coming out, strawberry, which I can't wait to get my hands on that. But earthchimp is a small company based in Ireland. They're eco-friendly. For every order they plant a tree. They use 10% of their packaging costs and to help clean up plastic in the ocean. Just all good things. There's no fillers, there's no gums, nothing like that. I'm just going to read you a couple things off the back of the bag. First of all, it's organic, which I love. I told you about the probiotics made with organic fruits and no added sugar, no added salt, no dairy, no soy, no erythritol. And it's not GMO, so it's beautiful. And the flavors are delicious. Like I said, I have chocolate and vanilla right now, and I do use the unsweetened like in breads or bagels or things like that, which I will show you recipes for that in the future. And because this is a collaboration, they have given me a discount code for you out there, and you will get 10% off your order. If you order $45 or more, you get free shipping. They've given me a special link and a discount code at checkout, and that should be on the screen right now. And I will also leave all that information in the description box. I also want you to check out the description box for the full recipe for these recipes that I'm making today. It will all be in there for you, along with some of my other favorite products that you might want to check out. So today I'm going to be doing a pre-workout meal, a post-workout meal, which will be a smoothie made with earthchimp, of course, and then I'm going to show you lunch and dinner. These recipes should come in under 1,700 calories for the day and probably around 100 grams of protein. That's my goal, so let's see if I can do it. So let's get started, and I'm going to show you what I eat for my pre-workout meal. So when I go to the gym a little bit later in the day, then I like to have a little bit something in my stomach. Normally I go really early, I get up, I just have some water and I get to the gym. But when I've been up for a while, then I start getting a little bit hungry, and I don't like to go to the gym on a super empty stomach because I just feel like I don't have the energy to do a really good workout. So I just make a little something. This is a 1/4 cup of oats. These are gluten-free oats. And I'm going to add 3/4 cups of water. And I know that seems like a lot of water, but you'll see why in a minute. And then I'm just going to microwave this for a couple minutes. Then I'm going to stir in another ingredient. And you want to keep an eye on it because sometimes it'll bubble over. So just after about 1.5 minutes, keep an eye on it. This one did bubble over a little bit. So it's kind of a little bit watery. And then I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of protein powder, my earthchimp vanilla. And this is going to help thicken it up. There we go. And that gives it a nice little vanilla flavor as well. And then I just sprinkle on about 1/4 teaspoon of flax seeds, ground flax seeds, a little bit of cinnamon, and then a few blueberries. And that's it. And this is just enough to take the hunger off and give me that energy and strength, give me some protein so I can have a really good workout. And then when I come back from the gym, I'll show you my post-workout smoothie. That is one of my all-time favorites. Okay, so back from the gym, that's why I look so lovely. And it's time for my post-workout smoothie. I've been making this on repeat for weeks now and I just love it. You can change these up as you would like, but always the main star is earthchimp. One of the many reasons I love earthchimp is I love that it just blends right up. It's super smooth, not gritty, really delicious flavor, no oils, no fillers. It's just pure plant protein. It's delicious. And 2 scoops gives you 20 grams of protein. So this is a good way to start the day with a good amount of protein. So I already have in here 1 tablespoon of flaxseed. These are whole, but my Vitamix is going to pulverize them and they will blend just fine. If you don't have a high-speed blender, then you might want to just grind these up separately, like in a coffee grinder or something, and then put it in. It's better to do whole flax seeds. You get more of the benefit if you just grind them fresh. Anyway, that's that. And then I like to add in 2 cups of packed greens. This is baby kale and curly kale, and I just pack it in there as best I can. So put that in. And I kind of just tap it down. Then I'm going to add my 2 scoops of my vanilla protein powder. That just goes right in perfectly. Then before I put the fruit in, I like to put in my soy milk and my water. So I've got a cup of soy milk, so I'm going to get a nice protein from this as well. And then I like to put water in up to the top of the greens. That gives me the perfect consistency. And I went a little bit over, that's okay. Then I have 1 cup of frozen pineapple. That'll make it a little bit cold. You could put ice in here. And then I have a banana, because I love bananas. Get your potassium, and they're just delicious. Then I'm going to blend it up and give it a taste. And there it is. And I put a little too much water in there, so I got a little bit left over, but that's okay. I'm going to drink it all. It's going to fill me up. I'm going to feel great, and it's a great post-workout smoothie. You just feel so energized after you drink this. All right, let's give it a taste. And here it goes. It's so good. You can make it thick like a milkshake, which is what I normally do. This is a little thinner than normal, but it's still so good. So remember, earthchimp. It's sweetened with monk fruit, so there's no refined sugar, no oil. You're getting 1 billion probiotics. It's so good. 20 grams of protein. All right, I'm gonna drink this. I gotta get in the shower, and then I'm gonna show you my lunch and my dinner. So we're gonna continue on with this what I ate in a day. For lunch, I'm gonna be making a rice quinoa bowl. So it's gonna have a ton of veggies. I'm gonna use my rice quinoa mix. I do half quinoa, half rice. Put it in my rice cooker, comes out perfect. And I have some leftovers, so I'm going to use that, a ton of veggies, and I'm also going to throw some tofu in there for some protein. So the first thing I want to do is get my tofu started. So let me show you how I season it up. So I don't know if you can see, but I've got 3 ounces of extra firm tofu, and I've already cubed it up, but I'm going to make these a little smaller since this is going to go into a bowl. So I'm just going to cut each one in half. And this is going to give us 14 grams of protein right here just with the tofu. So I'm just going to put that in a bowl. You've probably seen me do this 100 times, but I'm going to show you again. So just season up with your favorite seasoning. I always use onion powder, garlic powder, smoked paprika. Sometimes I put salt, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I use garlic salt. It just depends on my mood. But today I'm using garlic powder, onion powder, and smoked paprika. And no measurements, just to taste. And then of course I'm using some unfortified nutritional yeast. And then I just toss it. Then we're just going to throw it on a lined baking dish here, or baking sheet. Separate them out. And we're going to put these in my air fryer, which is my oven. It has an air fryer mode. And we're going to do 425 for about 20 minutes. If you want to put these in the oven, it would be 425 for probably 30 minutes. I'm going to check this at 15 minutes, but usually I like it really crispy, so I'll go 20. All right, in the oven it goes. I also want some broccoli in my bowl. So I've got some broccoli crowns here. I'm just going to throw them in my steamer, give them a quick steam. And then we'll chop up all the raw veggies. I like to do a little combination of both raw and cooked. That's just my preference. You can do all raw, all cooked, combination of both, and either one works great for me. So we're just kind of getting these in some bite-sized pieces, cutting them down as needed. And this is more than I'm going to eat tonight, but if I'm going to steam some stuff, I might as well just do the whole thing, right? Save time. Then you've got some broccoli in the fridge ready to go when you need something quick and you're starving. All right, I'm going to put these into the microwave for probably, I don't know, 7 minutes or so. And then while those are cooking, we're going to work on the fresh veggies. Now these are my veggies of choice because it's what I have in the house. You can do whatever ones you want. Just use what you have. Make it easy. So I've got a red pepper, a carrot. I've got some red onions, some red cabbage, and then I have this weird looking cucumber. I made wraps yesterday and I used a julienne peeler. So this is what's left over. So I'm just going to throw it in my bowl. Why not? I want to cut these up as small as possible. I could use my chopper, but I don't feel like using my chopper today. I just feel like using a knife. So that's what I'm going to do. So we'll cut these up. Sorry if you hear my microwave in the background. Some red onion. And boy, the red onions have been really strong lately. Boy, whew. But onions are so good for you. They have a lot of anti-cancer benefits. Now you could add tomato, I mean, whatever you want. Zucchini, totally up to you. You could use green cabbage, this red like me, or purple cabbage. And then we'll get it all chopped up here. I'm just going to use a grater for the carrot. Alright, I'm going to finish grating this carrot, then I'm going to show you the sauce that I'm going to make to put over the top, the dressing. I'm going to be using my white peach balsamic vinegar by California Balsamic. I'll leave a link to them below if you want to try it yourself. And this is going to be 3 tablespoons. And if you haven't tried flavored vinegars, oh, you're missing out. There's so many good flavors. And then, so that's 3, and the 2 is going to be Dijon mustard. If you want to use like grainy mustard, that is delicious too. And then we're just going to use 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. Couldn't be easier. 3, 2, 1. And I will use about 2 tablespoons of this dressing on this bowl. So you just put it in the jar, put the lid on, give it a really good shake, and that is it. Okay, I think we're ready to put this bowl together. So let's build our bowl. We got a cup of broccoli, about a cup of my quinoa white rice mix, maybe a little under, but pretty close. And then I'm just gonna start putting in the veggies. So I've got a bunch of carrots, got my cucumber, red onion, and gotta find a spot for my bell pepper. Now I didn't use all that I cut up, but I used quite a bit of it, so I just use enough to fill up my plate. Then I've got my 3 ounces of tofu. Just gonna put that in the middle. And then we're gonna spoon on 2 tablespoons of our 3, 2, 1 dressing. And you can use a little more, a little less, whatever is your fancy. So this whole bowl comes in at around 475, and you're gonna get about 23 grams of protein. So this will totally fill you up and leave you satisfied. All right, let's give it a taste. So we have a beautiful, gorgeous bowl here. I mean, this is a lot of food, but low calorie density. And this is what I love about this way of eating. So you can still get your tofu, your protein in. It's not going to put you over the top if you surround it with a ton of low calorie foods, like these veggies. You know, I mean, cucumber has like, what, 10 calories? So let's give it a taste. I love that dressing. It's so fresh. And it goes perfect over the rice, the veggies, and the tofu. Let me taste the tofu. I could eat tofu 3 meals a day. I'm gonna go finish this lunch, and then I'll see you at dinner. And I'm not sure yet what I'm gonna make, so it'll be a surprise for both of us. I'm gonna be making a tempeh stir fry for dinner, and I've got about 4 ounces of tempeh here. And I'm just going to cube it up. And the secret to cooking tempeh is you want to steam it first. It will help take out some of the bitterness. So I just steam it for like 5 minutes. And while that's steaming, I'm going to get everything else ready for the stir fry. So after you've steamed it for 5 minutes, put it in a bowl. And we're going to add a little bit of coconut aminos to it. Maybe a tablespoon. And you just want to make sure it gets coated. And since it's warm, it's going to really soak up that. I probably put a little bit too much in here. But we're going to put this in the air fryer for about 10 minutes at 425. My husband doesn't like tempeh, so I'm going to just put this on the side and add it to my dish, and then he'll do whatever he'll do on his dish. Who knows? So the rest of the recipe is for 2 people. I will eat all this tempeh. Okay, so you can see it's kind of absorbing everything. That's perfect. I'm going to throw it on a sheet and get it in the air fryer, and then we're going to start on the veggies. And this recipe is super easy, super quick. Well, my camera died, so let me just tell you what happened. I have a skillet here heating up on medium heat. I put 4 cups of a stir-fry veggie combo that I got at Costco, and then a cup of frozen edamame. I'm just going to cover it and let it cook for 5 minutes, and then we'll season it up and let it cook for a few minutes longer. So I like to wait till the veggies are a little bit defrosted before I start adding in all the spices. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use a cube of this crushed ginger. This is so convenient to have in the freezer. So I'm just going to pop a cube in there. This is equal to 1 teaspoon. Then I've got about a teaspoon of garlic, and that's just jarred garlic. And then I've got a teaspoon of onion powder. And I'm going to throw in a couple tablespoons of coconut aminos. I'm also going to put a little bit of this white miso paste in here. So we're just going to stir it all around, and that little cube's got to defrost. And so this will be a couple more minutes. I'm going to put the lid back on. And then you want to give it a taste to see if you need to adjust any of the seasonings. I am going to throw in a little bit of red pepper flakes, but totally optional. And that's it. I'm just going to pair this with my quinoa rice blend. All right, here we go, finished product. As you can see, I like my tempeh very crispy. So if you don't want it that crispy, don't cook it so long. And to me, this is like the perfect balanced plate. I've got my non-starchy vegetables, I've got some starch, and then I've got my protein. Now this one's a little bit higher in calorie. It's probably closer to 600, but it also has 42 grams of protein, so not too shabby. And total calories were probably, I'll give you the exact amount in the description box, but probably close to 1600, which is great. And I have 103 grams of protein-ish. I'll give you the final figures, like I said, in the description box. So let's give this a taste. So yummy. So you can have big bowls of food like this as long as you have tons of veggies on there. I'm feeling so much better that I'm adding protein to every meal. I am staying full longer, and it's just made me feel better all around. So I hope you liked this video. I hope you learned something. It was helpful to you. If it was, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you've made it this far in the video, please comment below with @earthchimp, and that way I know you made it to the end with me, and I really appreciate it. Be sure to check out the links below. I've got the discount code down there and the special link for the earthchimp protein powder, and it's 100% guaranteed. So give it a try. If you don't like it, you can get your money back, but I guarantee you you're gonna love it as much as I do. Remember that all my recipes are good for you, they're good for the animals, and they're good for the planet, and what you put on your plate determines your fate and your weight. Until next time, thank you.